Hello, pirates. It's been a while. It's your buddy Adun, and I figured it was about time to do another quick war recap from our latest victory over Noob Attack. We barely edged this one out by 1 star. We basically almost lost it in the Town Hall 10 game. You can see they 2-starred all 4 of our Town Hall 10s. They only had 3 Town Hall 10s, and somehow we were just unable to make those 2 stars happen. So shame upon our Town Hall 10s for sure, not being able to get it done on those 3, but fortunately we still managed to pull it off. So there's a few attacks I wanted to showcase in this war. The first one was Easy Ease 3-star on Lord Sephiroth here. So Town Hall 9 versus Town Hall is a pretty advanced base defensive wise. So Easy just comes in. These hogs are trying to get a clan castle lure, but they don't get it done. They don't quite reach from there, so he has to adjust his plan somewhat and just go for the golems over here on the bottom right side. So drops the wall breakers in once the wizard tower is distracted, and he's got these wizards laying down a funnel. You can see this lab and this army camp make a really nice edges of a funnel. So that's what he's up to. You can see if it did finally get the clan castle lured, you guys basically had lava hounds in almost every CC, which I don't really think is a good idea, but that's what they did. So he's being super patient before he drops all these Valkyries that he has, which I don't necessarily agree with. I think he could have probably started the Valkyrie attack already because the lava hound doesn't really do much to them, but that's okay. A little bit of patience never hurt anybody. So he rages up those Valkyries. He knows they're going to beat through these walls to get to the queen, and then jumps them over the town hall compartment. So that gives him access to a huge percentage of this base. Heals him up just to keep moving. You can see they even managed to get over into that compartment over on the east side with that jump, even though it doesn't look like he gets over there. They still managed to get in there. So the rest of the stack's just watching the Valks charge through the base. He's got another rage for him up there by that wizard tower just to smash through the walls a little quicker. Some of those pups are still around, but they're not doing too much damage to his Valkyries. So he's still hanging on. His king beats through that wall down there and helps to thrash all these defenses in the last remaining compartments. So at this point, it's mostly just clean up. These guys are just moving their way around. He's still got his level 22 Archer Queen alive, so there's no way he's not going to 3-star this base at this point. But all his troops converge there, killing that dark storage and that cannon. So a great attack by Easy, getting us some of the Town Hall 9 3-stars. Really pulled us through and got us the victory in this war. Alright, next I want to show an attack on number 8. Not a 3-star, but it was still a very good attack. And a pretty heartbreaking attack. It was Dave's attempt on 8. So Dave's been trying a new attack strategy called Go Bolo, which is golems, bowlers, and balloons, and sometimes you throw a lava hound in there as needed. So Dave comes in from the southwest side. He's created a really nice funnel here, very wide. Throws his jump spell down, and then his heroes, and some bowlers out of his clan castle. So the idea behind this attack is trying to get your bowlers and your heroes into the core to kill all these air defenses. Unfortunately, his bowlers kind of walk on him, which is tragic. Bowlers are not very smart, so it can be pretty tough to funnel with them. Sometimes a baby dragon is very helpful that you can clear out some of these defenses, on these edges to help get them done. But he still gets one in there, and his king drops the rage, and uses his king ability. I'm sorry, that's just another rage to blast his guys through and make sure they get all these air defenses. So you can see 4 air defenses are down, so really he has 12 balloons left, and what's left to shoot at him? Very little. I mean, he just killed the Tesla farm up in the northwest with his bowlers, and so at this point he didn't even need that lava hound. To be honest, he could have gotten away with a lot more supply. But his loon deployment here, I wanted to point this out because I think it's a good learning experience. These 2 cannons up here aren't killing anything, and he could have just dropped 2 balloons on those 2 guys and taken them out essentially for free, and still been able to overwhelm all the rest of the defenses in this base. So the only thing left is the town hall, basically. I mean, all the defenses are dead, but this one Tesla survived up here against his bowlers, and so all of his balloons try going all the way up there, and then they got to go all the way back down to clean up the base. So they all start moving that way, and at this point, all that's left is the town hall. He's only got his balloons left and some garbage troops. Some skeletons killed his wizards that tried to make it, and at this point, it's just the scene from Austin Powers where the guy's going to get run over by the steamroller screaming, "No!" And at this point, Dave, he's got the 3-star. If he just used that haste that he's still got in his bag, that would have hasted the balloons on top of the town hall, would have got him there just 1 second sooner. They would have done the bomb drop, and it would have been lights out. So he should have been a 3-star. I think Dave just panicked and froze up. It happens to the best of us, but I thought it was a really good attack, and I love seeing these new strategies get tried out by the guys in our clan. So, commendations to Dave for that attack. Next, I want to look at number 12. This is actually the attack that kind of won the war. We were going to be tied up at 38-38 based on their remaining attacks. And Bookem is my alt account, so this actually won us the Bookem, the Chalice of Excellence, the Pirates trophy that we pass around to the guy who performed the best in the war. Bookem is my Town Hall 7 defenseless account that doesn't have a lot. All I do with him is just make a ton of wizards to donate to my to my main guy. But one thing I want to point out about this base before I start watching the actual replay is that if this wizard tower here dies up in the northern point, the only thing that could distract my balloons is gone. So if you think about dropping balloons out of your clan house from the northwest here, they're going to hit the cannon, they're going to hit the mortar, they're going to hit the archer tower, and then it's on to the air defenses. And all three of them are right there. So there's essentially a balloon superhighway leading right through this base. So I drop my king over on one side, that makes half the funnel, and then I drop 3 dragons over here to make sure this wizard tower gets taken out. The other thing is I tried to concentrate my dragons over on the west side over here, knowing that they would eventually wrap around to the 3 Teslas that are in this little box there. But I drop the balloons, give them a rage. That gets them on their way in towards the air defenses. Rage them up again to make sure they are moving quickly through that core. And you can see the balloons just float through and kill all the air defenses. So it's fairly beautiful in that regard. At this point, it's just watching dragons float across the rest of the base, so I'll speed it up here a little bit. But even with those level 2 dragons and the level 2 rages, they're able to get it done. I probably would have tried to zap one of the air defenses had I had high enough level zaps to actually kill a level 6 air defense. So it's Town Hall 7 versus Town Hall 8 with my crummy troops and level 2 dragons, and still managed to get it done. So it was kind of snatching victory from the jaws of defeat right at the end of the raid. So it was a pretty fun attack to do. I felt really good about it. Just 2 more quick ones for you. Some of our newer members I wanted to showcase. Farland with his Mass Dragon attack here, number 14. Is a Town Hall 8 here. He's got his level 10 king, so he wisely drops his funnel dragons on the east and the west side and starts filling them all in on the southern point here. He drops his king in there just to help clear out all the garbage, and his king actually does some serious heroism here, as you're about to see. So he drops his rage spell, gets his dragons moving in towards the air defenses, and his balloons. So it's the same thing that Bookem did on number 12. He's trying to get those balloons in towards the air defenses. The sweeper's causing him a little bit of problem, but look at this. His king busted through the wall and kills this one air defense that would have surely screwed with a lot of his dragons, so that was awesome. And then at this point, he's got all the air defenses down. He's got plenty of dragons left. Even the balloons are still up, so it's just a matter of time here. They just got to float through and do all the cleanup, and you can see he's even got those builder huts on the corners. So fortunately, his dragons split off and go out and take him out, and giving him plenty of time to secure the 3-star. So great attack from Farland there. All right, and the last one from our new strategic mastermind of the clan, Karai. This is some serious, as he likes to say, 4D chess. He's playing actually by now on the level of 5D Korean StarCraft, so it's pretty impressive the leaps and bounds and strategy he's been making here. So I'll try to highlight some of those strategic excellences throughout this attack. So he lures that clan castle out, as we all know. For these lower level town halls, the clan castle is the only thing that matters. Drops, a ton of archers, probably plenty of archers to kill this dragon. Gives him a heal spell. That confuses the dragon, because the dragon knows they can one-shot any of those troops, so heal doesn't do anything for him. But it confuses him into thinking that maybe, just maybe, it won't be able to one-shot them. So it buys him extra time, essentially. So now he uses, a wall breaker that doesn't have enough wall breakers to break that wall down, but that's okay, because his giants finished the job. Drops his dragon out of his clan castle, which fortunately moves through and blows up this air defense. At this point, he's only got one giant left, and that's when he chooses to deploy his 3 healers. See, if you would have dropped his healers earlier, all the defenses would have seen, oh man, look how many giants there are, and would have reacted very strongly. But since there's only one giant, they relax, they get complacent, and that makes it easier for the rest of his troops to kill the base. So, pretty technical stuff here. Drops a couple balloons in there that kill the archer tower, and based on his calculations, he figured that he could get this wizard tower too, but he would lose 2 of his balloons from the bomb drop. But that's okay, because there's nothing left in the base that can shoot up. So the balloons do get it done. The real star of the show is probably this clan castle dragon that has moved through the whole base, mowing everything down. But it wouldn't have been possible without the further strategic excellences of the rest of the attack. So now there's just cleanup. So Karai can safely put his phone down and go away to do something else, trusting that the 3-star will surely play out as it does presently as the town hall goes down. So that was a pretty technical attack. I know that's a lot to take in. Hopefully you guys learned something from that very, very impressive display of strategery. So anyways, that will be it for the rest of the recap. Another Pirates victory, 39-38 over Noob Attack. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope that you learned something from this war recap.